I realized that I'm really attracted to manly men who are real men, who take control of things, who drive and, you know, like plan the dates.
Drive.
Welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast, where no topic is off limits. We're the girlfriends that keep it real and give you different perspectives, because we know one way isn't always the right way. Hi, welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast. My name is Cash.
I'm Ma.
I'm LC.
And I'm MB.
And we're very excited to have you here today for our next episode. First off, I want to remind everybody to please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you can get all our latest episodes and everything else. Today, we're going to be talking about basically, okay, I have a friend and I was talking to her and she told me that she tends to attract men who don't really want a commitment, and they just want to, they don't want anything serious, you know. And she said to me, my gosh, is it, I think I got to do something different because this is the pattern that I'm seeing. What am I doing wrong? And I have to do something different because I want to attract something different. And so I wanted to ask you all, you know, what type of men do you typically attract from your past? First question. And secondly, do you think that you tend to attract those kind of people, or do you pick those people subconsciously?
I was going to say your friend and me should hang out because I pick the same, I attract the same kind of people, the people that don't commit either. But I don't think I attract them. I think I am selecting those people.
Subconsciously?
I think subconsciously I am selecting those people.
Why?
Yeah.
Especially if you know you want.
I know. It's like
a committed relationship.
It's like I know I want a relationship, but when it happens, I'm scared too. I think it's also, I mean, not to, past trauma too, of being in a relationship that wasn't really committed either. It was like a wishy-washy relationship. So it's just,
So you started out that way, and
yeah.
then you just
So I'm so used to it. So I feel like
it's comfortable.
Yeah. So I just
know.
Yeah, and I know the path. I know the cycle. Like I know if they've gone for like a month, I'm used to it. It's not
familiar.
It's nothing,
It's familiar to you.
So I think I do unconsciously select people that are non-committal.
Yeah.
I'm changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to attract really smart guys, and when I say really smart guys, they're like scientists and engineers and mathematicians.
Book smart.
They're very book smart. They like understand, you know, a lot of crazy shit. And I think it's subconscious. I didn't know I had a type because when I look back at my dating history, I've dated different races, different, like a few younger than me, a few years older than me. They all look different. So I never thought I had a type. I was just like, well, I just go with whoever's interested in me. If they show interest in me, then I value that. You know, that's what I thought until my brother actually was like, no, like, my sister is a sapiosexual because all the guys she dates are very intelligent, you know? And I was like, oh my God, that's so true. You know, there's that single thread with them, you know? And so, but the negative thing that comes with that is they're so book smart that like they're a little bit socially awkward and they don't have a high emotional quotient, EQ, but they have very high IQ. So when someone has a low EQ, they don't know how to be social. They don't know how to be graceful. They don't know how to be mindful and kind. A lot of times they're short tempered. They, you know, like want what they want. If whatever they think is right, you know, they're going to argue you to death. Even my family members, you know.
Right.
So that's something that now I'm more aware of. I wasn't aware of that before, so now I'm like manifesting someone who is more well-rounded.
Okay, I like that. Well-rounded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about yourself, MB?
I think I tend to attract men that are more extroverted and loud because I'm more introverted naturally and I'm more quiet. I'm more soft-spoken. So the people that I attract are the complete opposite of how I am.
That's so interesting because I'm not that loud or that talkative, and I like my guys to be the same way. but you like them to be opposite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there has to be a good balance, or else we would both be too quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like that.
The men that you chose in the past, were they typically quiet then?
They're like normal like me, I would say. Like not, they're more on the introverted side, not extroverted, not too social, not too loud, but they're like more like me.
Okay, but not super duper shy.
Yeah, exactly. Not
Okay.
not like shy either.
Okay.
Mhm.
Got it.
I don't think I've ever attracted anyone who was more quiet.
Or as quiet as you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That
haven't.
you would
No,
haven't,
I never.
You
I
guys would
think
be-
guys that are quiet or more introvert, I don't think they're attracted to me. It's usually like guys that are louder and more extroverted.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that sometimes if there's quiet guys, to me, there's a bit of mysteriousness
Yeah.
and fascination. But would it work? I don't think so.
I like a guy that's more mindful, that doesn't have to just talk for no reason.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
for there to be purpose.
Talk
Like-
with a purpose.
Yeah.
Don't talk just to talk.
Exactly. Because like the men in my family are like that. Like my father is like that. So I'm always like, dang, why can't I find a guy who's like, you know, just quiet, but when they talk, whatever they're saying is important.
Yeah,
you know?
impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the guy I'm looking for.
Are you attracted to traits that your dad had? Because you just said that you find that in men in your family.
Mhm.
So then you're
Yeah.
attracted to what you're familiar with
Yeah.
too, in that
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. I tend to, more recently in my adult life, not in high school, attract men who are either narcissistic or projects. And I'm like, why? I did have some healthy relationships. And I remember there was one in particular, a very amazing man, very healthy, but I got bored.
Really?
I'm like, my God, I was just gonna go fishing every day, and I'm like, is this what my life is gonna be? Everything's so safe.
Well,
and we're just-
yeah. But he's probably just boring and sad.
Yeah.
yeah,
You don't need a project, but
I know.
I just need someone who's more fun.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Sorry, not taking any more projects, not taking any more narcissistic people.
Yeah.
But I don't want boring either. And you're right, I can find somebody who is normal and healthy, but not boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
explain to Cash. Explain to people what projects are.
Projects are people who are unavailable emotionally, people who are afraid to commit, people
Traumas.
who have trauma. I'm trying to save a H.
You can say it. Save a hope.
It's bad, but it's like I'm just like, oh my God, I want to show them how much love they deserve.
Oh, wow.
Like
Oh, so you're showering them with love.
I'm just like, you can do it, but I'm so done with that, you guys.
okay.
I'm done. I'm
So if a
sorry.
guy came to you and he's like attractive, he's
Nope.
financially well off.
Nope.
He's very charming.
Yeah, he's everything you're looking for except that
He needs therapy and all the above.
he just needs therapy.
It depends because
So you
Everyone needs therapy. Everyone needs therapy,
and
though.
everyone can use
You have to
therapy.
define that a little
they
bit
say,
more.
they say therapy is maintenance.
Yeah.
They say
Yeah,
even
I agree.
relationships getting counseling can be maintenance. You don't wait until you're beyond to go get help, right?
Okay, so let's say he just has a lot of triggers.
but everything else is perfect.
Okay, I don't know what you mean by a lot of triggers.
You're looking at your phone. That triggers him because in his past, his
girl had
ex-girlfriend,
cheated on
He's
cheated on
insecure.
him. Yeah.
So is
Okay,
that
I don't want to have to constantly hold his hand
and
or
reassure?
him or constantly deal with him if he has a short temper or he gets triggered and he runs off and throws a tantrum. I'm sorry, no.
Okay.
Because right now we're all different people. We grow every single day, and I feel like the meaning of life is based on the evolution of you as a person.
Yeah.
To me, growing and my evolution, personal evolution, is very important.
Yeah.
And so to me, who I am today, there's a lot of things that I will not deal with and I will not tolerate. I have learned from my mistakes.
Yep.
So I'm a better person for that.
Okay.
I've grown, I've matured. So I can be proud in saying that. Every time I get out of a relationship, it takes me a long time to bounce back, because when you're in a relationship, you compromise to make it work. You lose a part of yourself willingly. You choose to make something work that's outside of you, right? The union, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, when I'm out of a relationship, I hate having, especially if it was not healthy, I hate having to bounce back. And once I find my peace, I want to protect it.
Yeah.
I'm like
No,
that
we're just
too.
saying that to test how strong you are gonna hold yourself to that.
The real test,
yeah.
No, the real test is when he appears.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hypothetical. It's easy to be like, nope.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Elsie, why do you say you're the same?
Oh, I was gonna
Or
say
similar.
I also need time to bounce back and to process what happened, what worked, what didn't work, and try to adjust. And I'm a lot more conscious of that now. And so, like when I'm conscious, when I really truly think about these things and write things down, like it manifests really quickly. Like once my conscious is aware of it, then I start to pick up on the waves of the new thing that I want. So it's already starting to manifest. I'm kind of like, whoa, this is kind of weird.
Good for you.
Kind of weird that this guy seems so
How's
kind
it
and
starting to
mindful.
manifest?
The guy, the guy,
Her guy right now.
Oh, okay.
seems
when
to
are we
be
gonna-
kind, to be like mindful, thoughtful. You know, so I'm like, wow.
That's actually
Damn,
a
I'm
Google.
powerful. Like your mind is so powerful, guys. Like once you set it into your mind, like it just happens because now you're just conscious of it and you pick up on the energy that you're looking for. You know,
I feel like
So-
when it's good, it's good. But sometimes you're like, I'm not getting any activity from my
Oh.
manifestation. We have some
I
years where
think
we
you
can
have,
get it.
yeah. I think you have to really truly be conscious.
Yeah.
But honestly, like it's very new, so I'm still kind of like I don't know. I'm confused. You know, is this really right? But it feels like it's
Good.
all the energy that I'm looking
Feels
for.
good.
Yeah. And like, you know, like I said, I was never really conscious of like picking out things about that the person's personality.
Yeah.
You know, I just kind of like went along with it and kind of put up with their personalities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, no, like they need to be kind. They need to have this. They need to
Yes.
have
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's just as happening, I feel like.
Yeah.
But you never know. I might come back on the next show. I'm like, nope, didn't work out, you know?
Stay tuned.
Update.
Stay tuned,
Here's the
but
update,
yeah.
guys. Yeah. Or you could come back with a better update. Who knows? We shall
Hopefully,
see.
right? That's the goal, right? So how are you guys like kind of like changing the type? I mean,
Yeah.
you're all set. You found your guy,
You
a
found
type
your-
that works
I
for
mean,
you.
the extroverted, I'm okay with them being extroverted because I'm very introverted.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we keep things interesting between the both of us.
Yeah.
Like he's the energetic, talkative one, and I'm not, and it works.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, I feel like if I am with people that are too quiet, I feel like I have to fill a space,
It's
and it's exhausting.
it's so
Especially
weird
if
for
that's
me to
not-
think about.
No, it's
you
not
are,
me.
yeah.
It's not who I am.
I cannot imagine your partner being quiet because it'll be so weird for us to sit here and have him be like all quiet over there, not talking like you.
Yeah.
It would just be such an
Yeah.
odd hearing.
But I've
honestly.
never
Yeah.
had a partner that was really quiet.
Yeah.
So I myself don't know. And like I said, I don't think I attract people like that either.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny because I had this conversation with him about our episode. And I was like, because you are so extroverted, what type of women are you attracted to?
Yeah.
Like if you have two girls that walked in, one was extroverted like you and one was more introverted, who would you be drawn to? And
Yeah.
they look equally the same.
Yeah.
And he said he'd be more drawn to the introverted one
Yeah.
because there's something more mysterious. Like he wants to get to know them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, huh,
Yeah.
that's very interesting because from the perspective of someone who's introverted, I don't see myself as mysterious.
Yeah.
So like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but maybe for him, he like
He's-
extroverted people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they might
They're not mysterious.
they
okay?
might feel kind of like
put it all
I
out.
would be more interested in knowing someone who's more quiet versus someone who's like me because they've put it out there already. So I don't really need to dig.
Yeah, this is like such a great case of opposites attract, you know, you
Yeah.
introverted and extroverted.
Balance.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
balancing each other out.
Because you said you don't think that you attract more quiet, introverted people. I think you do. But I think you don't see that because you don't choose them. You don't give them the time of day. So they never come to surface, but they secretly admire you. And I know a few friends who do.
But I'm just like all the guys that I know because it's not like I like everybody,
yeah.
but I don't think I do.
No. No, they like you. But
But you don't,
She
you don't
just said
choose
you,
them back.
you
yeah.
attract
Yeah,
them. You just
you
aren't
attract
dating
them,
them.
but you don't choose them. So you don't
Yeah.
think you attract them, but they do have crushes on you.
Oh.
Because I have quiet friends who are like, oh, I really like my bow. But they don't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
But
no
it's
chance.
but
Who are these friends? Name them.
Too late. We don't need to know.
I'm not going to spill their beans.
Yeah, to that point, I think everybody's attracted to everybody, and then you choose what.
Yeah, we only see some things
Yeah.
come to surface
Yeah.
because
That
we highlight
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's more so who you pick.
Yeah.
right.
You choose.
Because
who
it
you
could
are
be
attracted
we
to.
attract across the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we really only pick these
And
people.
see-
Yeah.
Oh, that's why there are these patterns.
Yeah,
The ones that we've
exactly.
selected.
Yes, that's why Mom was like, I think that it is the one that you're selecting
Yeah.
Yeah.
subconsciously
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Exactly. So what are you doing to change that then, Ma?
Absolutely nothing. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Okay, so
But you want a committed
our New
relationship,
Year's
right?
episode, you did talk about changes you're going to implement.
Yeah.
yes, I did. I mean, I'm trying to put it into practice more so now. I think it's more so just recognizing like the red flags up front and just accepting the red flags as is.
That's a good
Because
one.
usually I just
Not
like
just accepting it, but leaving it.
Yeah.
Seeing, and then
yeah.
leaving.
Identifying.
Yeah, and
in
just
a
be like,
way.
okay, no, I don't think that's really gonna work. And I mean, there are a lot of people that I'm just like, no, it's not going to work. I mean, nobody that I've met that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe we'll see. But
I mean, recently, I'm happy that you shed some weight. But
thank you. I'm glad I'm not fat anymore either.
I'm just kidding. 190-pound man, okay? Not you. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Like, okay.
Oh, she's glad.
That's my way of saying she ditched a guy
Yeah,
recently.
she's glad I shed the guy.
The guy.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm talking about where's
Where's this 190 pound coming from?
I was like, yes, I'm also
not-
glad I'm not
I'm
fat.
not talking about her weight loss, okay?
Even though that's great also.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So recently, she
Okay, I got rid of the man.
Yeah,
okay,
she got rid of a guy recently, and I do
Yes.
think that it kind of happened the way it usually does, which is it kind of happened because it had to.
I needed the sign from
You
the
needed-
universe.
Yeah, and the universe gave you the sign, like you were like, no way.
We talk about this, and like I really did not like him or him for you. Not that I didn't like him.
I didn't
personally.
either.
I didn't know him personally, but I didn't like him for you.
Yeah.
And I know I was giving off the vibe and the signal, but I didn't really verbalize it a lot. Should I have verbalized it more? Would that have helped you get through it sooner?
Great question.
Or is it something that has to come to an end on its own? Because we kind of talked about that. I
Yeah.
feel like usually it's not done until it's done, right?
Yeah.
And so I've always said that to you. I said, well, I don't like him, but I can't tell you anything because it's not going to be done until you're
Yeah,
done.
it's always going to be the latter. I think it's for most people in a toxic relationship or toxic situation.
Yeah.
No matter what anyone tells them or says to them, I mean, they really have to wait for that trigger themselves
Yeah.
to make that change.
Yeah.
That's why in our previous one of our episodes, I said I'm an asshole because I do ask for advice, but I never take it because I do need that one thing to be like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah.
So
And nothing's gonna change that.
It's not going to be
No,
any
yeah.
of our words,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean,
it's something that triggers it.
It's
yeah.
great to reinforce that's the decision I should make, but is it gonna really make me make that decision? No.
Yeah, exactly.
So then what you're saying is, if I'm hearing correctly, is everyone's different, but she's saying if I would have verbalized it more, would it have helped? And you're saying nope.
No.
Makes no difference.
Yeah, well, that dead weight is gone now, so we don't have to deal with
But
that
you know,
anymore.
you're also like, even yesterday when you were telling me about someone that you were
Yeah.
connected with,
Yeah.
and we went over all the red flags. So I was just kind of like, pursue with caution.
Yeah.
And it's easier to drop them now,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like you're better at identifying, like,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like that he does this. I don't
Yeah.
like that he like talks like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, those are all things that I said out loud so that I remember it.
yeah.
If I just say it to myself, I don't really know. I am going to proceed with caution only because I haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
But once I meet him and those red flags are more prominent, then it's going to be a no.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I want to at least give him that opportunity.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
you do have to meet in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So I was like,
Yeah.
just meet in person. So
Yeah.
you can kind of get that over with.
Real
Yeah.
idea.
Like, yeah.
Online dating, guys. This
Yeah.
is how it goes.
It's a new age.
Yeah.
I will say, knowing something and applying it is very different. So
Yeah.
don't just know it and say, I know, but apply it, practice applying
Yeah,
it.
sometimes you have to say it out loud and really, well, I need to say it out loud Because if I don't say it out loud, then it's not real, right?
Yeah.
But if I say it out loud, then
You
it's
say it
real.
out loud and practice it.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
accept
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think one thing that I notice about you is that I think it might be good for you to take a step back and allow the man to actually take action and lead. Not saying that you do that, but like let him do things for you. Let him make the effort. Let him show you that he wants.
He's got to
You know
earn
what I mean?
it.
He's got to earn.
Yeah. Because I do feel like unless you earn it, you don't value it.
Yeah.
You know, even for me as a woman, if it's too easy, I'm like, I'm not that interested, you
Yeah.
know? But if I
toxic.
Oh my goodness.
yeah. But if
I think it's different for
Yeah.
female.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding.
no, but it's like if there's
Yeah.
something deeper and we've gone through some things and we've kind of fought through some battles and I realize, wow, this is something really important and special for me.
You have to fight a battle to know that?
No, I don't have to.
Lord, no. Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up 'cause I'm digging myself a deeper hole. Okay. No. Okay. So I wanted to ask y'all, what are some healthier traits that you realize you're now implementing, and when you're looking for a partner, what do you now realize you are attracted to that you didn't realize before?
I'm still a work in progress, so I don't know if I can really answer that.
Oh, there's some things I'm sure you notice, like
What's been different?
like for example, when you moved here to the West Coast, you notice you look for certain things that are different from back then. The pull of
Oh yeah, that one I did.
Like I think effort is more important to you
Yes.
now
Yes.
than it was before.
chivalry.
Oh yes, actually,
holding the doors.
Actually, that's true. Effort,
Yeah.
because usually if they don't make that much effort, I still make the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
now
that was my point earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't make the effort. Let
yeah,
them do
but
it.
now if they don't make the effort, then that conversation is just dying,
Exactly.
and we're just not going anywhere.
Oh.
And consistent effort too.
Yeah.
Consistent communication. Consistent like let's do this together. Let's see each other.
But I also learned to like voice it too.
Yeah.
Like if I don't
Yeah.
feel that you're making the effort, then I'm just gonna call it out and
Yeah.
say I don't think, not saying that you're not making an effort. I'll just somehow hint at it,
Yeah.
and if he gets it, then great. And the person I was talking to, did get it. So
That's good.
and he did respond and say, really, because I think I'm making a lot of effort. So then he gave his reasons as to why he feels like he's giving effort, and it's not more than he thinks I'm giving.
Okay. That's good. Communication is key too.
It
you know,
is.
because you might feel like they're not giving effort, but they might feel like they are. Just like in this case, and you find a balance.
Especially early on, because then it kind of opens the window for you guys to discuss things that aren't working out.
Oh, yeah,
or that needs to be shift.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just don't end a relationship because you don't have these discussions.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
could have been a great connection. You would have never known
Yeah.
True.
if you don't voice
Yeah.
it, and they never had the opportunity to correct it.
Yeah, I can't just assume
Yeah.
that, he's not putting in effort, and he probably thinks he is, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I was so surprised with myself too. This guy that I'm talking to now, after a couple of days, we're talking. I was like, what do you think needs to be improved based on what we have right now, right? We're chatting. He's like, I don't know. I think everything is really good. I feel comfortable. And then he asked me, I was like, well, I think we need to improve our communication. Like, I think it's good what we're doing right now. I don't want phone calls. I don't want like all that, but just a little bit more messaging, And it's like,
Oh.
okay,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Just to stay connected.
yeah,
with
exactly. Stay
together,
connected a
yeah.
little bit more,
Wow.
And I was like proud of myself.
That came
for, like,
from you?
Yes, for voicing
Wow.
that.
And you-
For me to even say,
good.
what do you think can be improved
Right.
at this point in time? And we've only gone on a couple of dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
really
how
good.
how can we improve?
You know what? To me, that shows a lot because to me, you're the woman who mom was like, trust me, she doesn't ever text.
I know.
She's too busy.
know.
And
Yeah,
now
I'm
you're the
really-
one saying, hey, let's take a look at us.
Yeah.
And this is what I would like. That's a big
Yeah.
improvement and
I'm
shift.
growing up, guys.
What about you, Cash?
I realized that I'm really attracted to manly men who are real men, who take control of things, who drive
Oh, man.
and, like plan the day.
drive.
Are you picking up homeless?
The bare minimal.
Wow, I didn't realize you were serious.
I didn't finish. Okay. I'm not talking about drive a car.
Oh, okay. That's what
I'm like, wow. Man, I'm like, what hopeless person you dating?
No, so like men who drive the relationship, who drive the effort,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
like who actually plan the date and makes the plans and
Yeah.
and it's different. Like I've recently, been with a man like that, and I'm
It feels really good.
very impressed.
Yeah.
Just it's so different.
Yeah.
It's so different compared to,
You feel so valued when
Yeah.
they're putting the effort and the time to plan those things.
Yeah.
They really it's like they respect you and they value you,
Yeah. I will say, like, maybe a year ago, I was getting to know this one guy, and literally we were getting dim sum, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to split? Can you Venmo me $22.50?" And I'm like,
you threw in the cents too.
yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, of course, I'll do it right now. I just Venmoed him $22.50, and I just felt like, oh God, like we're just getting to know each other, and I feel like we're roomies.
Yeah.
We're not living together, but we're roomies, and doing things like that. And
Like, you guys are just friends.
yeah, and it's about the principle most of the time. It's not about the damn $22.50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, ladies. You guys are all growing up.
Yep.
I know. It only took 3 decades and a half. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So I just want to say thank you, ladies, for sharing. I know that sometimes when we do self-reflection, especially, like to the world, it takes a lot of courage to be honest and put things out there. So I appreciate it. And for all of you at home, if you have anything to share, please put them in the comments. We want to hear from you as well. But that's all. We're just going to wrap it up. And I guess for my friend that I was talking about when we first started the episode, if you tend to see that you're attracting a certain type of people, maybe you're also selecting those people. And it's not that there aren't other people who are healthy who are admiring you and interested in you, but because you select those people, you think that that's the only people you're attracting. That may not be true. There might be somebody who's not your type, but a really good person who would be a good partner for you that deserves the time of day, and maybe you just aren't attracted to them.
But honestly, I'm going to add to that, right? Make a list of the qualities that you want, that you're looking for in a guy. Like, write that list down so that it just gets ingrained into your subconscious, and that when you feel it, feel that energy, like you're just more aware of it. Because I feel like before I wrote things down, I just kind of went with the flow,
Yeah.
You don't really think about what you're actually looking for or what you want.
Yeah. And with the list, well, first off, I love the list idea because my dad's always said, if you don't write it down, it ain't going to happen, But with the list, also know your non-negotiables.
Yep.
What has a wiggle room with and what does not have wiggle room with.
Yeah.
Deal breakers. It's important to know yourself and then to honor it when you're in the process of getting to know people.
Yep.
Yeah. But yes, thank you all. And again, subscribe, hit the bell button. Have a great day.
Bye.